When you're busy all the time, do you feel like you're actually being productive? Chances are the answer is no. In fact, the more emails, Slack messages that you're sending and the more meetings that you're in throughout the day, you're probably making yourself less effective. Today, I'm going to be sharing a new approach that I just learned about in Cal Newport's book, Slow Productivity, The Lost Art of Accomplishment Without Burnout. And honestly, y'all, I'm really excited to get into this video, this book as well, because I've been learning so much from this book. I was really excited to pick this book up because I love being more efficient with my time. In fact, I was actually working on this video between my sets in the gym this morning. Being productive with my time is something that I've always believed that has been the driving force for myself to accomplish so much within my 28 years of life. So when I saw Slow Productivity, it definitely sparked my interest. But enough about why I picked this book up. Let's go ahead and get into it. He started off by stating within the 18th century, measuring your productivity was fairly simple. You just counted the outcome that you had from the factories. When you think about nowadays of the outdated system, how much were people producing in their factories, their machinery, whatever it is, right? Today, our systems are very outdated because they still had the mindset in this workflow. Are you getting stuff done? Is it visible? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, then you're productive. If not, you're not being productive. And that's where a lot of us can possibly feel as if we have to constantly be doing stuff, because if we don't see actual tangible items for the work that we're doing, then we're not being productive. For example, just last week, I caught myself feeling just a little guilty about not responding to emails immediately. Honestly, probably canceling a couple meetings that I had, even though I was deep in my creative work. Because I wasn't meeting with people, because I wasn't having these email chains going, I felt like I wasn't getting all my work done. If that sounds familiar to you, that is what Cal Newport refers to as pseudo-productivity. And that is the illusion of being productive just because you are busy. Chances are you have felt that way before. The crazy thing is, most of the world will correlate to being busy with being productive. But honestly, that's just not the case. And I hope by the time we finish this video, you also change your mindset around being productive as well. Now, thanks to tools like Slack, email, Microsoft Teams, we can appear busy 24/7. But, well, hopefully you're not trying to appear busy 24/7. Please get some sleep. Please get some sleep. But in the book, one strategic planner, Steve, pointed out that technology has created the ability for us to stack more into one day than we have the capacity for, and more that we're able to handle when it comes to maintaining quality. Ooh, I had to truly read that sentence a couple times. Technology has created the ability for us to stack more in one day than we have the capacity to handle while maintaining quality. Let me know if that resonates with you. And I admit it, y'all. I fall victim to this sometimes. Often, I will lock myself in my room all day just to crank out ideas for YouTube videos, motivational albums, tracks, my next book that I'm working on. Be on the lookout for that. But sometimes I find myself also in pointless meetings, responding to pointless emails, text messages, and just getting myself distracted with things that I feel like they're helping me be productive, but they're not really pushing the needle forward. And I'm sure that you probably do this as well from time to time. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly focused on meaningful work instead of just responding to every single notification that came to your computer or your email? This is where Newport's concept of slow productivity comes in. So let me break it down to y'all in 3 principles from my perspective. In the next video, I'm going to share Cal's perspective from his. This is where Cal Newport's concept of slow productivity comes from. So I'm going to break down the 3 principles from my perspective of the book and my own experience. And in the next video, I'm going to share with y'all his perspectives and his principles. Well, his principles, I should say, with also his perspective. But today is his principles with my perspective. So the first principle is do fewer things. This is a concept that I've actually been intentional with this year so far in 2025. Normally, my intention is spread really thin with a filled calendar, with various notifications, well, that too, but various organizations and projects. However, this year I had 3 main goals. And those 3 main goals are 1, grow my email list, 2, grow my YouTube channel, And 3, shoot my shot with as many opportunities as I can. So about 750 for myself. And these shots are like collaborations, speaking engagements, sponsorships, and the list continues to go on. So I'm just trying to put myself out there. So instead of just saying yes to everything like I have in the past, this year I'm being ruthless, ruthless with my time. I'm saying no to everything that does not revolve around those 3 goals. It is not happening. I'm saying no to friends, family, like everybody. I'm being ruthless. You hear me? Like, it's not happening. Next, you want to practice working at a natural pace. Now, what is a natural pace? I want you to think about it like this. Stop forcing yourself to sprint through the workday. As humans, we aren't designed for operating at 100% all day, every day. Y'all, it's just not possible. For myself, I've literally incorporated do nothing time slots on my calendar. So I will literally just like sit down, look at the sky, or close my eyes. And if you don't believe me, look, like literally do nothing, 5 p.m. to 6:30, and then I have to teach. This is something that's been so beneficial for me to just decompress, right? I can't work 100% all day, every day. There has to be some time that I'm relaxing myself mentally and physically. I also would encourage you to do that as well. And also throughout my day, I have random moments in my day that I'm habit stacking to be able to help me work at a natural pace. For example, earlier in the video, I was talking about how I was working on this video while I was in between sets in the gym. That is something that I have just had to build a habit of doing to make sure that I'm staying efficient with my my process for everything. Instead of scrolling through YouTube or Instagram or my email, whatever it is, while I'm in the gym between my sets, because my rest period is about 2 minutes, I'd rather just be efficient and work on something that I'm going to be working on anyway, so I can also save time later. This is also a concept, habit stacking, that gets spoken about, and it's back there somewhere, but Atomic Habits. So if y'all also want me to do a video on Atomic Habits, I know everybody and their mama has already made a video on that book. It's amazing. But if you want my perspective, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I will also make a video just like I'm making this one around Atomic Habits. Hey, real quick, y'all, if you've been finding value in these practical tips, I go by Phenom. This is something that I like to do 2 to 3 days a week. I will take books like this with Cal Newport and other authors, and I take the powerful insights from the best books that I'm reading and also my experience and break them down to practical, actionable tips and strategies that you can use, and I share them right here. No fluff, no lengthy intros. I just get straight to the point by using these practical tools that you can use to build your personal brand and also work on your personal development. If this is something that you believe that interests you, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you can start transforming your life one day at a time. Y'all, if that's you, go ahead and do it. Other than that, let's get straight back to the video. And lastly, obsess over quality. For myself, obsessing over quality means obsessing over the impact. Whenever I'm working, I always ask myself, does this correlate to my personal mission statement, which is something that I actually have right behind me, and I look at every single day to make sure that I'm living and working by it. And my personal mission statement is, my mission is to prepare the mindset of the community around me to overcome adversity, whether it's through preparation, education, or a self-discipline work ethic. Whether I'm writing a new book, recording an album, teaching my students, or recording a YouTube video, I'm asking myself, is this going to impact whomever is watching this? If the answer is no, then chances are I'm just going to scrap the project. I'm going to say no, right? Protecting my time like we spoke about earlier, and I'm just going to move on. Speaking of moving on, with all that being said, here's how you can go ahead and start implementing these slow productivity tips that we spoke about today from this book. But of course, like I said, my perspective, and we'll get into Cal's in another video. The first one is scheduling deep work blocks, which also Cal talks about in his book, Deep Work, which is another one I have back there. Great book, by the way. Set aside 2 hour chunks, really, and just turn off all notifications so you can truly lock into everything that you're doing. Next, create a not to-do list. Often we have a to-do list of everything that we want to do and accomplish, but this is the exact opposite. So what you want to do is write down all the low activities that you need to stop doing. For example, scrolling through social media, checking emails, like things like that. And lastly, have a quality check. Before you start any task, ask yourself, will this contribute meaningful value? Whether that's to yourself, the organization, your business, whatever it is it going to actually have value? And as always, I want to help you all get started with this. I created a Find Your Productivity Zone starter kit to guide you in the right direction with everything that I spoke about in this video from my own perspective. And if you're interested, go ahead and comment in the zone in the comments, and I'll go ahead and send the free download link for that PDF. And remember, true productivity isn't about doing more. It's always about doing what matters the most. And as always, y'all, you got to remember to eat, execute, achieve, then teach. I'll see you on the next video.